Like, we ain't got no HEB. You know what I mean? Like, are you in Texas and you ain't got no HEB? A lot of times we get caught up in the building and we're just building all the time, and we don't make time for life. It's like your drug test and your TB skin test, and you get an email every day about something they need. Good people. What's up? What's going on? Like, it's been a minute since we've chatted, but I've been busy. And if you can tell by the title, it's because I'm moving again. And I understand y'all feeling like I move every year, because I do. Okay, I do. It just is what it is. So we just gonna get through it together. Anyway, if you're new here, my name is Farron. I am a practicing CAA, and I currently practice in Texas, which is all about to change because your girl is moving to Florida. Okay, and I'm just so excited. I'm excited. Okay, and we're gonna talk about why, like, the things I'm looking forward to and why I'm kind of leaving. But anyway, I also create content just to kind of encourage y'all to, like, live y'all's best life, create y'all's dream life, because life really is what you make it, and we only get one of them. Baby, we ain't practicing, so we just gotta do what we gotta do. Scared and afraid, do it anyway. Okay, so yeah, I am moving. So I've been gone trying to, like, get everything together, and it's been a ride. Okay, and so I'm bringing y'all along for the ride. So there are mainly 3 reasons why I'm leaving Texas, and one of them is obvious. The main one is obvious. It's lifestyle. Okay, I love Texas. I love being in Texas, but right now I'm currently in El Paso, and El Paso doesn't feel like the Texas I'm used to. Okay, like, we ain't got no HEB. You know what I mean? Like, are you in Texas and you ain't got no HEB? No shade, but you know what I mean? So I don't want y'all to think like, oh my God, I hate, like, that's not it. It's just El Paso doesn't feel very much like Texas to me. And also, when I took this job, I kind of knew that this was going to be a mission-based contract for me. A way to kind of isolate me so that I can kind of focus on, stacking bread and, building this legacy. You know what I mean? And it served its purpose in a few ways. Okay, not in the ways that I thought it would. Okay, I kind of thought that I would just come, make some money, stack some bread, and call it a day. I also thought I would be here longer, but I miss the lifestyle, y'all. That is number one. I miss shopping. I miss the greenery. It just be stuff that you don't think you're gonna miss, and then you leave and it's dusty. You know what I mean? And I don't even gotta buy nothing when I shop, but it's just the vibe, of like La Cantera. You know what I mean? I need that. Like, I just need that. And what I'm learning, what El Paso has taught me, because like I said, it was very mission based, very come here, get your money, do what you gotta do. But I think that, a lot of times we get caught up in the building and we're just building all the time, and we don't make time for life. We don't make time for enjoying our experiences, enjoying the process as we go. And so what I'm learning is I can build and still live and build towards my dream life at the same time. Okay. And I just think that moving back to the city, moving back to that type of lifestyle will create more balance for me. Okay, because coming home from work to just come home and like sit on the couch because you ain't really, this is not my vibe. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. So I'm looking forward to the shopping. I'm looking forward to the greenery, the food, the culture. Just like, I'm ready to get back to that life. Okay. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 could have also been reason number 1. I'm gonna be close to Disney. Like, if y'all know, like, if y'all been here for a while, y'all know that that's the dream right there. Like, Disney makes my heart flutter. Okay, like, I'm a very fairy tale romantic kind of girl. Like I love Disney. Okay, also gonna be close to the beach. Second other thing that I love, like, I just love that. So I want to be able to build and enjoy my life outside of work. Okay, not to say I'm having a horrible time here, but it's just not my vibe. You know what I mean? So Disney, beaches, lifestyle. Okay. The third reason is I will be closer to family moving to Florida. Cause if y'all don't know, I'm originally from North Carolina. So I kind of, like, after college, I kind of was like, all right, I'm out of here, and, move pretty much across the country. And I like living across the country. You know, I like that. But, you know, my old people are getting older, and obviously my parents are getting older, but those aren't quite my old people. But like my grandparents are getting older and those types of things. And as I discussed before in the earlier vlog, I do feel like being so far out, I miss a lot of moments with them. You know what I mean? And like I said, we only get one life, so I very much want to concentrate on not missing so many moments with them. So the drive to like from Florida to North Carolina for me is like 8 hours. And I know that seems like a lot, but to be honest, like I go to San Antonio as well. Like I drive that. So that's 7 hours. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like the same thing. It makes them more accessible. Also, more accessible to like Atlanta. Y'all know I'm here for Atlanta. I'm here for the food. I'm here for the culture. So a great time. So I miss being on the east side. And like I said, just kind of being like, I'm close to my dad. I'm close to my mom. I'm close to my old people. I'm close to my cousins, all those types of things. I do miss that. So yeah, those are the things that are kind of like, put me in the spirit to move. Okay. But as far as the job, like perspective, because I know that's what y'all here for. Okay. So as far as the job goes, so my contract will be ending here. Okay. So here I only do like 1 year contract as a 1099, which works out because, you know, you don't have to break your contract to leave. So finishing out my contract. So the new contract that I took is also 1099. So I'll still be 1099. My pay will be increased. We're not moving backwards. Okay. Also, the schedule is more flexible because I create my own schedule, which is also very important for me. Because right now I'm working 5/8, and there's nothing wrong with 5/8 for real. You know, if you're like going in, if like your day is starting at like 6 a.m. and you're doing like to like 3 p.m. or whatever. But sometimes I work past 3 and I'm doing like a 12-hour shift or 11-hour shift, something like that. And you know, some weeks are busier than others. So sometimes, like, you know, you can have like 4 days in a row where you kind of like doing that. And of course you get overtime, but I'm just saying. But it could also be the opposite. Like there are some days where I go in where like my day starts at 6 and I'm done by like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Okay. But either way, I don't feel like I get to enjoy the weekends because it's only 2 days and I feel like I blink and it's time to go back to work. Okay. So I'm not really getting the time that I want. So I am looking forward to going back to 4/10s. I missed the 3-day weekend. I missed the 4-day weekend. Like that's enough pocket time for you to go and take a trip to Seattle and go and take a trip here or whatever. Also being all the way out in El Paso, it makes those little trips a little bit more complicated. Okay. So looking forward to those things. As far as, I'm trying to think of any changes, as far as like the 1099 on the business aspect goes, nothing is really changing because Florida's taxes are set up the same way as the Texas ones. So on that end, everything is the same. I'll have to like change some addresses and things like that, but that's about it. So yeah, like more money, more flexible schedule, still 1099. Yeah, so those are the things those plus the other reasons, like my personal reasons, those are the reasons why I'm moving. Now as far as the transition, like the transitioning from like this job to the next one, it's always complicated, right? It's always complicated. One, with like the credentialing takes a while, and that kind of differs depending on where you decide to work. Because when I was in San Antonio, their credentialing took like, I want to say like maybe 3 weeks. Like it just wasn't very long. I think like they had like the fastest kind of credentialing system or whatever. But in Florida, it takes a while. Okay, like when we talking kind of months. So that's why I've been so busy trying to make sure that I get everything out on time. And also, like in Texas, you don't have we don't have a state license for CAA, but in Florida you do have to have a license. So that's a whole other process. So besides your onboarding that you're doing with your new company, also managing like getting your license and your application and everything done for that for the Board of Medicine in Florida. So it's just a lot of stuff. Like that's the most annoying part about this type of move, you know? So it's like your drug test and your TB skin test, and you get an email every day about something they need, and they need a background test. You need to go get fingerprinted. So it can be overwhelming. And aside from that, like, you know, you give your job maybe 60 to 90 day notice that, hey, I'm going to be, once my contract is done, I'm going to be moving on, you know? So, but that means you also kind of have like 60 to 90 days to find a house. You know what I mean? Like to get everything going. It's kind of, that part is kind of fast. Like you blink and it's like, oh my gosh, I need to hire movers. And do we have a house to move in, and all those types of things. So there's been a lot going on. So within our next kind of videos from me, that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be kind of getting ready to move and all the chaos that goes with that. As well as like, it's the holiday season, y'all. So like trying to move and like, you know, do Christmas and Thanksgiving and stay under a budget and all those things. Like we got to do all that. Okay. We have to find the balance. So, but I say that to say that, you know, whenever you're trying something new, or whenever you're like, okay, like I'm ready to start my next chapter. And I'm gonna be honest, you may not be ready to start your next chapter because like I said, I move every year and I'm never ready. I'm never ready to like go. Like I'm always worried about like, okay, well, what's the next place going to be about? Like, what if I hate it? Or like, you never feel ready. You never feel like you have all the right things. You never feel like it's the right time. Like you just don't. And so, but you just got to do it anyway. Like, I know that sounds like the scariest thing, and it is. Coming from a very anxious person, I really don't like to start over because you got to go, you got to learn how they do anesthesia over there, or whatever the vibe is over there, the culture over there. You make adjustments in anything, you know, you meet new people, not the best of that, you know what I mean? So I understand that kind of, you know, that anxiety that comes with, honestly, that kind of holds people back from moving into their new chapter because it is scary. But I do feel like there's always that rough patch, right? There's always that rough patch before you get to the good stuff. So I know it's going to be chaotic. I know that there's going to be moments where I'm overwhelmed and all those things, but I'm ready to get to the good stuff. I'm ready to at least if I have a bad day at work, I'd be like, I could be crying on my way to Disney. You know, and that makes it a little bit more worth it to me. So find the things that make this transition worth it to you and keep your mind on the go, because we got stuff to do. We have lives to live. We have memories to create, okay? At the end of the day, all we have is our memories and good times, okay? So yeah, I feel like those are all the life updates I wanted to tell y'all about. Those are the big things on why we're moving to Florida. So yeah, we'll be moving around. I ain't found no house. I'm trying to get it together, y'all. Like one day at a time. But anyway, that is it. That is all. Listen, it is Thanksgiving week. So, you know, it's also Black Friday and all that stuff kind of weekend. I have some things that I want, but I want to know what y'all are getting. So there are a couple of homework things I want y'all to do. One, tell me what y'all are getting for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I know the sales aren't as great as what they used to be, but I'm nosy. I still want to know. Also, if there was anything that y'all want to know specifically about, like taking another job as a CAA, like leaving from like one company to another, or taking one contract versus another, like just kind of drop the questions below in the comments, and I will get to them, okay? Because I don't want it to be like anything that I skipped over or whatever, because this was a very like chill kind of whatever type of chit chat. So anyway, do subscribe, do like, and do answer, you know, ask all the questions that y'all want to ask, or whatever. Tell me what y'all been up to. How's school going? Are y'all on break? Like, do y'all even get a break? What is the next chapter? Like, just put your business in the comments so I can read it. Okay, bye.